Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are on with this. This is a BMW E46 M3 with a 3.2 straight 6 motor. It's quite a tidy car, to be fair. It's been parked up for a few months. The previous keeper run into some difficulties with it, some running issues. It does tend to cut out when it gets warm. It does around 10 to 15 minutes of driving and then cuts out, so we're going to be investigating that today. We're going to have a quick look around the car. I'll show you around it. Comes with a private plate. Body works really straight on this, actually. Obviously it's got a hardtop on it that is not in the colour of the car, so that is something that we're going to be addressing. We're going to be whipping that off shortly, lifting the soft top up, making sure that all works, and then we're going to give this a good clean. It's got some mould and moss and stuff growing out of the window seals. As you can see, it is very damp inside as well. So once we've got this roof off, we're going to shut the soft top, give this a wash, and then we'll put it in the unit and we'll leave the roof open for a good couple of days and let this have a good airing out and hopefully dry it off. We'll come around the front. What a great looking car these are. Becoming highly desirable, these now. They are going up in value, albeit the soft tops aren't as valuable as the hard tops or the coupes, but still very collectible car. This is in the Phoenix yellow colour as well, which is one of my favourite colours. It's not to everybody's taste, but I think this is a really nice colour. First thing you'll notice is running the SMG gearbox. I've heard bad things about these, so one of the things we are going to be looking at doing with this car is converting this from the SMG box to the manual box. It'll be a first for me. I've never done that. I've seen a few videos on it. It doesn't look very difficult. Parts are readily available to do that conversion, so that is one thing we probably will be doing. That should put some value into the car. You'll notice there the back seats have been lifted up. I think that's been done to gain access to the fuel pump wiring, again because of the running issue that the car's had. I think someone's been doing a little bit of investigating and they've just not been able to get to the bottom of it. Personally, I think it's a crank sensor or a cam sensor fault, possibly a Vanos issue. We will be getting the code reader on this at some point as well, but for now I just want to get it all cleaned out, give it a quick detailing up, nice wash, get this roof off, and let's get it aired out. Well, the interior isn't too bad at all. Just grab the key. This car's covered 105,955 miles, which for a car of this age isn't bad at all. This is a 2002, so age taken into consideration is quite a low mileage car. So it usually fires up straight away. Engine sounds sweet, but then once the car gets up to sort of operating temperature, I have just driven this around the yard, so it is a little bit warm, but when it gets to like full operating temperature, it just cuts out and then won't restart. You've got to let the car cool down for 10 or 15 minutes and then it'll start back up again. It gets warm and then the same thing again, it cuts out. So it does. It's got a bit of an upgraded stereo system in this as well. I think this is some sort of an aftermarket thing, but it looks alright, to be fair. Probably better than the original, but as I was saying, the car does sound really well. Pop the bonnet, give you a little look under there. And there it is, 3.2 straight 6. Really tight under here. Looks like it's had a new alternator. Really straight down. The inner wings and the chassis rails, doesn't appear to be any sign of any accident damage. Really nice car, this. Let's just hope we can get to the bottom of this running issue. Got the CSL rims as well. Tyres all look good, brakes all look good. I've had a quick look around the suspension and stuff, and that all looks pretty good as well. The car is still MOT'd, So hopefully we can get this sorted and get this gearbox conversion done. We'll be able to give this a good drive around before it runs out of test. I think we've got till, I think it's March or April. This runs out of MOT. It's not a big issue, but it'd be nice to get it done and be able to use it for a little bit before having to worry about getting in for its MOT. So that's enough of that, guys. I'm going to back this up a little bit. We'll get the jet wash out, we'll give it a wash, see how clean this comes up, and we'll get it in the unit. We'll get this roof off. In fact, I'm going to get the roof off first because I can give the soft top a wash then. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get the roof off, we'll get the soft top closed, and we'll give it a good wash, and we'll get it in the unit. Probably going to struggle a little bit with this, trying to get it off on my own, but give it a go. Give you a little look at some of the grime what's coming off this roof. I don't know if you can see it. Colour of that. Like brown. See, this car's been parked up for a while, guys. You see the amount of junk that's coming out of these gaps. Absolutely bladdered in mould. there she is after the wash. That's come up absolutely mint. Really surprised with how clean this car is, to be fair. The camera don't usually do it justice when it's dirty. You can't really pick up all the dirt on the camera. So it did look quite clean beforehand, but I can tell you now in person, that is a hell of a lot cleaner than it was. The paint's got a really nice shine on it as well. So it's just starting to rain here, guys. So the plan now is to get this, I'm going to give it a quick chamois off, see if I can get this dry just before the rain sets in, so I don't want to put it in the unit wet and wet all the workshop floor through. So I'm going to try and get the majority of the water off, quick dry before the rain comes in, and then we're going to drop the roof. Bit of a catch-22 really, because I'm going to be putting the roof away wet now, but the interior is very, very damp. As you can see, all the windows are steamed up, so I do need to get that interior aired out, and I'm going to give it a quick hoovering out and a good wiping down inside today as well. So I've got no option. I'm going to have to shut the roof, put the roof away. I'll leave this overnight to air out the interior, and then what I'll do tomorrow, I'll lift the roof back over, I'll drop all the windows, and then I'll let the roof dry off overnight tomorrow. So that's the plan. Let's get it dried off, let's get it in the unit. So give it a good valet inside. It's come up really clean in there. Very surprised of how clean that's come up. But anyway, on to the next job. I'll plug it in. Stick this in here. Let's get the computer on it and see what it's saying. We've got some faults popping up there. Wait for this to finish scanning, and then we'll have a read through, see what it's saying. No surprise, it's got some faults saved in the SMG box. On the DME system there is 5 faults showing, so that's what we're going to go into first, because it doesn't appear to be any driving issues with the box at this point. I have drove this home around 6 miles, and all the gears seem to change fine. It's just this intermittent cutting out fault we're looking at this point. And as I said, this SMG box is coming out anyway, and we are going to do a manual conversion on this. Right, so there we go, it's finished scanning. Let's go into this DME system first. Let's see what it's giving us. Read codes. Right, so we've got a few faults popped up there. Digital motor electronics, electronic throttle signal potentiometer, electronic throttle, crankshaft sensor, vehicle immobilizer system interface, no communication. So I think we've got a couple of issues going on here, guys, looking at that. So I think I will get a throttle position sensor, I'll get a crankshaft sensor, and then we'll probably go from there and see if them 2 parts cure the fault. If not, then obviously we'll dig a little bit deeper. So we'll see how we get on with that. So hopefully, tomorrow is Monday. It should be a normal day, obviously with the holiday seasons. We're currently in the Christmas period, so I'm hoping that there will be some motor factors open tomorrow where I can get these parts, and hopefully they will be on the shelf. If not, it will be something I'll have to order in. But the repair to this car will be in the next episode. So keep watching for that, and we'll see if we can rectify these faults and get this thing running and driving as it should. Right guys, so there we have it. We've now plugged the vehicle in. Hopefully we know what's wrong with it. As I was saying there, we will get these parts hopefully tomorrow if the motor factors are open. If not, I'll have to do this after the new year. There's a few other things to be on with anyway. We can get this over the pit, start getting this gearbox out, ready for the manual box to come. I'll show you a little bit of another look around the car now it's all been cleaned out. The boots come out really nice and tidy in there. Everything seems to work on this car. Electrical wise, all the lights and everything, so that's a good start. All the roof works, central locking works, all the lights seem to work. Little look inside there after I've given it a good valet. It's come up absolutely mint, this thing. And as I was saying earlier, you can't really tell on the camera just how dirty this was when I picked it up. They always look clean on the camera, but you can see there now the shine that's come back on it. The interior's come up absolutely brilliant. I'm going to get a bit of leather treatment, give these seats a good scrubbing as well. So hopefully on the next episode you'll see us get this thing up and running, get these throttle position sensor and the crankshaft sensor replaced. But I think you'll agree that is one good looking car, an awesome colour as well. So I think I'm going to leave this one here guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Keep watching the channel for updates on this car. Should be an interesting bit of a project. Get this gearbox swapped over. Again, thanks for watching. Drop some comments, let us know what you think. We'll see you all on the next video guys.